So Denise Lodde, who did this report, is with me here in the studio. Denise, you see a lot of things in your work as a producer for Crossroads. How did this place impact you personally?
Yeah, well, Quebec is really an interesting place. I mean, I've had a chance to go there a few times now to do stories, and it's really different than the rest of Canada in many ways, and especially when you're looking at ministry places and, you know, to see where the church is coming in. And like Teddy said in that report, they are just in so much need of just about everything in Quebec. But it's great to see these people coming alongside and seeing a problem in their community and trying to do something about it. And when I was researching this, I didn't even know that Quebec had the highest abortion rate in the country, and that there are very few places for girls to go. So if a girl didn't want to have an abortion, there are not a lot of options, and the name of the place is called Options. So that's part of the story here, is that there's this province with this great need and few people to meet this need.
How do these young mums find out about this Options place? Is it word of mouth? Or
it's word of mouth, yeah. Teddy and Linda, I mean, they originally just opened a youth drop-in center, and that was originally their mission in Quebec, was to just have this place where, I mean, they're in a pretty rough part of town where there's a lot of kids who, you know, don't maybe have a single parent homes, or, you know, kids who are living on their own. So they needed a place to go. And then once they started opening up the center, and through relationship, they see, okay, a lot of these girls coming in are pregnant. They don't know what to do. And like Linda was saying, she's like, you know, we would do pregnancy tests on Friday nights. I mean, that's not your typical youth group activity.
Usually Friday night is movie and a pizza, right?
But, you know, this is the community they live in. Yeah. And I really appreciated them, because they said, you know, a lot of these people we walk through these things with, you know, it's not neatly tied up in a bow at the end, and they all get it, and then they meet Jesus and their problems are solved and everything else like that. In fact, a lot of them don't, but they're still committed to modeling that kind of love to these kids who have never seen that kind of love before, to be loved unconditionally, to be loved through, you know, even when they're not doing everything they should be. And so I think I see a real purpose in that.
I got a sense in listening to the founders talking about this place that there's no sense of militancy here, or they're not pursuing a cause. They're not rabidly anti-abortion. They're just simply opening their hearts and their lives to girls who don't want to abort.
Yeah, and I mean, and this is really where the rubber meets the road, right? Yeah. Because we can say, oh, you know, we don't believe in abortion or something, but what are you going to do about it? Yeah. And you know, and you know, it takes a lot to raise a child in this society, and especially as a single mom. I mean, they have incredible needs. So if we're going to say that, we have to back it up with, you know, yeah, we're willing to walk you through this. We're willing to walk you not just through your pregnancy, but what happens after your pregnancy, and in establishing healthy relationships in your life, so that your kids don't have to repeat that cycle, you know? Because a lot, like, let's face it, a lot of these girls who are coming in there, they've never known what it's like to have a stable home. Yeah. And I think many of them are searching for that. And even, you know, when I met Jacinda, she really touched me, because she's like, you know, even when she got pregnant, she was so trying to keep it together with the father of the child, and to create this family unit. But I mean, of course, she found out soon enough that that wasn't going to happen, and that, you know, the safety of her child required her to leave. But yeah, it's a sad story. So, you know, there are a lot of girls who find this out, that, no, I can't just create this family unit that I've been longing for all my life, that I need something more. And I think Teddy and Linda are showing them, just even as being a couple who are committed to one another, who love one another and who love these kids, that there is another option out there.
Denise Lodde, thanks very much. Coming up, Truth to Go. Stay tuned.